Money is a powerful tool if you leverage it properly. Some of the people who use it the best are highly effective savers, and today we're going to share their top habits so you can join them, live below your means, and build your wealth. Number 1. Pay yourself first. Highly effective savers understand that there's more to money than just getting paid by your employer and spending it on expenses. One key piece is that you have to pay yourself first. This might not make any sense if this is the first time you've heard this phrase before. You're probably asking, isn't my income money that's being paid to me? Technically, it is, but it's money you're given in return for your services. However, paying yourself first means taking a portion of the money you earn and using it for savings. The thing about income is that most of it is used to pay for your current living situation. You know, things like bills, groceries, or personal purchases. However, you'll be stuck in your situation if you aren't taking any money out to grow. Typically, highly effective savers will put their money into a variety of accounts. There isn't an exact optimal order, but there is a good general guideline. We've made a video of this, which you can find on our channel. Number 2, make a budget. You're not going to get away with not having a budget. This is one of the most important tools for highly effective savers, as it allows them to make the best choices and save the most money possible. A budget always comes with knowing your income, your expenses, and the difference between the two. Once you've figured out these numbers, you can figure out what amount of money works best for each expense of your life. For example, let's say you spend something like $600 a month on average for groceries. You find this number to be high, so you want to drop it to $500 and place the extra $100 into savings. There's no right or wrong way to budget, but it can be difficult if you're inexperienced. Two things that can help you are using a free budgeting app and attempting to budget every month. It's okay if you go over your budget, especially in the beginning. It takes time, but you can make it work without feeling like you have to give up too much. Number 3, be disciplined. Discipline is a hidden key player in ensuring that you're always focusing on saving money and living below your means. It's one thing to have a written budget, but it's another to execute it well every single month. You need to be disciplined to stay on budget because you'll have many temptations along the way. For example, you may think to yourself that there's a great deal on a pair of shoes. When you look at your budget, you know that this is an unnecessary purchase, with the risk of making you go over budget or over your means. However, the desire for the shoes wins over saving. After the month closes, you regret purchasing the shoes because you're now over budget and you haven't even worn them all that much. Building discipline is a very hard thing to do, but it's something that will carry you even further beyond savings. Learning discipline regarding your savings is a complex topic. If you'd like us to make a video on it, then get this video to 300 likes. Number 4, set financial goals. Saving isn't enough to be a highly effective saver. If you want to take that extra step, then you need to have financial goals. Surprisingly, setting goals isn't as easy as saying or writing, "I want to achieve this." However, it's a great start to making a fully fleshed out goal that, in this case, can help you live below your means. Let's say your goal is just that, living below your means. Next, you'll want to figure out how much to reduce your expenses. Once you've figured that out, start planning what actions you can take to lower those expenses. For instance, let's say you want to lower your utility bills. This prompts you to do a quick search and end up on our channel, Investors Weekly. You'll find our video on how to lower your bills in half. This helps you find an actionable step toward accomplishing your goal. Because you're grateful, you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Hint, hint. Now that you have all the major parts to accomplish your goal, you'll want to track it and see how you progress. This is important because it'll tell you if anything needs to be changed or adapted to better suit your life. Number 5, automate your savings. This wasn't possible a few decades ago, but you should feel confident in knowing that even many years ago, there were still highly effective savers. Regardless, Having the ability to automate your savings makes it incredibly easier to save your money and live below your means. It's as simple as going onto your online banking platform and setting a specific date. It's best to put it on the date you get paid or the day after and forget about it. A big benefit of saving is that you don't constantly have to remember to save your money every paycheck. For most people, savings is as if paying off your debt was optional, in the sense that saving is hard because it doesn't give instant gratification and you voluntarily put money in your savings, whereas debt is something you owe and you have to pay it back. So not thinking about saving makes it way easier to actually save. Number 6, stay informed. You can never be too informed about a topic. This is especially the case in finance because things are constantly changing. While the intricacies of finance may not appeal to most people, it doesn't mean that you're not interested in living below your means. I mean, who isn't? But to effectively live below your means, you need to understand at the least about your money and how it works. Depending on who you are, this can be a very in-depth understanding, or enough to make sense of everything. Regardless, reading books on the topic, listening to podcasts, or watching videos like this one are essential to making the most of your time and money. Bonus tip: if you like to invest in the stock market, understanding the ever-changing economy can be really helpful in making the best investment choices. This requires more reading from articles, news reports, and other sources. Number 7, be patient. It's unlikely that you'll ever meet a highly effective saver that's impatient. These people have mastered the ups and downs of savings and get that it's something that takes a lot of time to build. Rome wasn't built in a day, and you won't save up millions of dollars overnight. Although it can be discouraging to feel like nothing is changing, this is a key time to be patient. Sometimes, even just the reminder that saving is going to take a long time can help you stay on track. On the other hand, you can also think of the downside. For example, if you're feeling like giving up, think of what'll happen. When you stop saving, you'll set yourself back for however long you decide not to save. While your savings will grow if it's in a high-interest savings account, you'll be missing valuable time to grow it further, allowing you to live the life you want sooner. In a nutshell, if you stop saving, you'll have to wait longer to live the life of your dreams. Bonus tip: when you want to save and live below your means, make sure that you build your savings plan in a way that you can maintain for years. For example, if you generally save $250 a month and are comfortable with that, don't try to increase it to $500 and strain yourself trying to save faster. Number 8, reduce debt. Think of debt as nothing other than a payment. In fact, if you want to make the importance of reducing debt stronger, then remind yourself of this example I'll share with you. When you purchase something with credit, you're not just paying the price of the item. You're going to be paying the price of the item plus the interest rate. So, let's say you bought a new TV with your credit card that cost you $500. You decide to focus on the minimum payment, let's say it's $10. Let's say that the credit card has an interest rate of 20%. If you only paid the minimum payment, it would take you a little over 9 years to pay it back, and you'll end up paying a total interest of $583.99. That's more than you paid for the product. This should always make you think twice about using credit to purchase items, especially if you don't plan on paying it back immediately, and to reduce your loan as quickly as possible. Credit cards are always going to be your worst debt, but it's not the only debt out there. One of the more common debts that people have is a mortgage. One of the best plans you can make is to pay down your mortgage as quickly as possible. However, it's important to focus on your highest interest debt first, so you can live below your means more easily. Number 9, invest wisely. Investing can be a very dangerous thing, especially if you don't know what you're doing. However, for the long term, it's one of the highest rewarding savings rates you can find. It sits at around 10% on average. Because of the dangers of investing, always make sure you're investing in what you know. If you know nothing about the stock market, then make sure you're talking to a financial advisor or the investment firm you want to use so that your money is being put in the best possible place. It should be noted that saving your money in investments is money that you shouldn't expect to see for a while. So make sure you're okay with not seeing it for at least 5+ years.